Hello, today we are looking at cilantro. You can see the top one with the white flowers. That has already obviously bloomed, and we're letting that one go to seed. So later we will be collecting the coriander seeds. We'll have a video on that coming up later this year. Up closer here we have the cilantro leaves. There's a couple ways you can harvest this. You can start by just picking the leaves if you want. This is more likely to damage the plant, however. So what you're going to want to do is, if you look closely in here, you can see there's a main stem and then there's these little pieces coming off. So you want to get those little pieces, and you'll take a nice sharp blade and just sneak in there and snip that off. Then you pull that out and you'll end up with a pile kind of like we have here. And what you'll want to do is make sure you don't cut off more than, you'll want at least a third of the plant left when you're done. So here you can see one that we've already trimmed back, and these are actually getting pretty close to going to seed too. So if you want to prevent them from going to seed, you'll have to trim them back every couple of days. Once you have them trimmed, you can go ahead and use the fresh cilantro in your favorite recipe. Maybe a salsa. Otherwise, check out our recipe on cilantro garlic chicken. It's delicious. If you don't want to use it fresh, you can also dry this. This can be done by hanging the stems if you want. This requires a lot more room though. You can also use a food dehydrator or bake it in your oven on a low heat for a few hours. What I personally do, again, is use a cookie cooling rack. And this allows airflow above and below the leaves, and you'll kind of just spread them out, and you'll want to flip them every couple days to make sure they're not getting musty or moldy or anything like that. They shouldn't, as long as you keep them out of the sun and you have kind of a temperate household temperature. And once they are dry and kind of crumbly, you can put them in a container or crush them up to be in a cilantro shaker. Otherwise, you can keep the leaves whole and put them in your next recipe. Keep in mind they do lose some of their flavor once it's dried, so you'll have to use quite a bit more to get the same effect as with fresh cilantro. Thanks for checking back, and check back later this summer when we're harvesting the coriander seeds. Thanks!